previously on Panthers Uncaged.
I'm fortunate that I'm still here. It's nice to be drafted by a team and you get the chance, to go win a cup and I think win. I mean, obviously, in junior I always win with a winning team, and I just want, it's been a while that I haven't win a lot and get into the playoffs. So I think now is the right time. We have the right group and we want to do it.
It's a dream come true, lead the team in the playoffs, and obviously, it's not me leading the team. It's everybody putting all the effort they have during the season to get the team in the playoffs, to play better individually and then as a team. And
I think right now as underdogs, we're I don't know how many teams have us on the radar to be thinking like that, but we're thinking about it one series at a time. We don't want to look past the Islanders. We know we got our hands full right there, and but you don't want to look too far ahead of yourself. You don't want to get any further than the next game, and I think that's going to be our approach. And and have fun with each and every day, and welcome the challenge.
Following their 2-week training camp in South Florida, the Panthers have finally arrived at the bubble in Toronto to prepare for the NHL's unprecedented 24-team tournament. Right off the bat, players were hit with the realization this wasn't going to be a regular road trip.
You kind of drive up and you see the kind of area all walled off, and then the security guards are pulling open this big opening. Just kind of seems like out of nowhere for the bus to get into the hotel. And then, ever since we've been in, everything's very well done. It's pretty first class. Our room keys were there waiting for us. There's a concierge for us if we do need things outside the hotel that they don't have, whether it be a run to the drugstore, grocery, anything that we need. They've been great with that.
Checking in for what they hope will be an extended stay, the Panthers will now be treating the Fairmont Royal York as their new home away from home for the foreseeable future. With that in mind, and an entire floor of the hotel all to themselves, players don't waste time getting settled in.
We got a poker table set up here for the guys. You can watch some TVs too. That's where we kind of hang out. Thirsty. Bunch of stuff in there. Fruits. Getting treatment over here.
Johnny H11.
I'm not in here a lot. Normatec, recovery, TV, PlayStation, video game. That's about it. Thank you.
Welcome to my bubble. I didn't bring much. I brought my PlayStation, my computer, doing some homework, getting some classes and stuff done. I'm working on a business degree at the emphasis in sports management.
It is kind of strange just to think that you don't really know when you're going to be checking out, and hopefully you're here for a very long time. So, that was kind of the first thing I wanted to do, was kind of make sure that I felt at home here. So I unpacked everything right away, got it all kind of set up as if it would be like my own room kind of thing. I didn't want to feel like I was living out of a suitcase. So, that was kind of one of the first things that I did, just to kind of make it have a little bit more of a homey feel to it.
Per the NHL's return to play protocol, players will also be tested for the coronavirus daily throughout the duration of their stay. In the week leading up to their arrival, the league tested 800 players across 24 teams, with all 4,256 tests they conducted coming back negative. Coming from a COVID-19 hotspot like South Florida, the Panthers feel as safe as they can in the bubble.
Surprisingly very smooth, with a lot of little technical details that got to be adhered to as you look at the compliancy that we got to follow. Guys have been great as far as the NHL, keeping everybody aware of what's necessary, what's needed, and following accordingly with the testing and scheduling. And
yeah, it's obviously credit to the NHL and to both hotels for doing a great job keeping us all safe here, and obviously credit to the players for doing whatever they can to stay healthy and stay safe during this time. Keeps everybody feeling good around the hotels.
After getting acclimated to their new and unusual surroundings, the Panthers are now eager to kick off their postseason against the New York Islanders in the Stanley Cup Qualifiers. First, however, they must face their cross-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Lightning, in an exhibition.
Right there. Oh. We got him. That away, keep. Oh. Oh.
Shut out by the Lightning in their lone tune-up before facing the Islanders, Quenneville hopes the loss will serve as a wake-up call for his players moving forward.
But I always find teams respond when they're angry and they're not happy about whether it was the performance, the results, the position that they're in. And there's a lot of different factors that you can say to get you motivated. But that one, that doesn't get you excited, you're in trouble.
It's not a good feeling right now. A loss is a loss, but I don't think there's one area of our game that we could be even okay with. So it's just it's going to be a lot of work, and thankfully we have a couple days to do it. But we got to understand a couple things from a mental aspect, I think, and understand that we made some mistakes that cost us, and the intensity is only going to ramp up. So we have an opportunity to learn our lesson.
As players and coaches head back to the hotel to recharge following the game, Panthers head equipment manager Teddy Richards and his team go to work. And just like the players, the organization's three-man equipment staff has also been forced to adjust their usual routine in the bubble.
I give the arena a lot of credit. Our game arena setup is really good. There's 4 locker rooms, and Toronto Maple Leafs have been very generous. They gave up their locker room, so the home Toronto Maple Leaf locker room is one of the rooms you get. The NHL visitor room that we're all accustomed to is another room that you may get. And what they did is they made makeshift locker room, if you will, out of the Toronto Raptors locker room, which they did a fantastic job. And then actually the media room, where you would sit down with your computer and do all your game notes, they converted that into the 4th locker room. So once again, they did a great job. They built stalls, really created a locker room, a nice feeling for our players. Kind of tricky because our storage facility is at Scotiabank, which is the game arena. We have a small, maybe a 10 by 10 foot storage facility that all the teams share. So every team is in this big box, and we just have it taped off on the floor, kind of a little storage area that we have to respect our taped zone. So all my stuff is at the game arena, but we practice and do all of our stuff out of the practice facility. So it's kind of mix and match a little bit. So what we start doing is we do have a equipment truck, a transportation truck. So we start housing more and more into our truck that we may need on a day-to-day basis. But it's basically where you are. Tomorrow, I'm setting up the night before. We played yesterday, so right after the game yesterday, we moved back to the Ford Center, the practice facility. So I'm set up for today's practice. We'll be set up for tomorrow's practice, and post-practice tomorrow, I'll move back to Scotiabank to set up for the game.
Just over 72 hours after their loss to the Lightning.
Let's go, baby, let's go. Woo! Let's go.
The Panthers are back on the ice at Scotiabank Arena for the long-awaited Game 1 matchup against New York. This was the moment all their hard work was building up to. For the first time since the NHL season was paused in March, this game counted.
I'll go through!
Take away for start to the front of the goal, and they score. Crashing in was Pasho. Far side, it's Josh Bailey to Taves. Some open ice across Beauvilliers shot, and he scores. A power play goal for the Islanders. It got down low. Uyghur, HUBERDEAU in front. Backhand try, and he scores! And the Panthers are on the board early in the third. They pulled back to within 1. Jonathan HUBERDEAU takes it to the net and cashes in with the back. Panthers running out of time here, and that's it. The final horn sounds, and the New York Islanders hold on.
After narrowly losing in Game 1, the Panthers felt afterwards that the positives still outweighed the negatives. For Quenneville, the play of Sergei Bobrovsky in net was especially encouraging.
He responded. He had a great game. I thought he made several key saves all alone a couple times and in tight. Looked quick. gave us a chance to get something out of today's game. I thought we did a lot of good things ourselves as well.
As a two-time Vezina Trophy winner, Bobrovsky's return to form seemed inevitable.
Overall, I think it was pretty good game. So we have to. It's this long series. It's best of 5, and we have to build up from it. We know Islanders like those kind of games, tight defensively. 2-1, it's their score, but we have to find out. I think we're gonna have a couple meetings in the coming up 2 days, and then so the coaches make some adjustments and we get back to work.
Back at the hotel in between games, players are continuing to find ways to stay loose. In addition to spending plenty of time on their hotel floor, they've now also been given access to other amenities, such as a spike ballroom, a golf simulator, and permission to visit a handful of nearby restaurants within the bubble. For Panthers rookie defenseman Riley Stillman, days in the bubble are now flying by.
A regular practice day, I'm usually, depending on the practice, because it depends on what time we've been up, but say we practice at 11. So practice at 11, get up, have breakfast about 8, have a meeting about 9:30. As soon as the meeting's over, bus to the rink, practice, workout, lift, whether it's at the rink or back at the hotel. Come back to the hotel, usually go for lunch with the guys. Sort of changed a bit from your normal lunch crew or dinner crew during the year, but for the most part, I've been with sort of the same guys, being Frankie and Cookie and Cons or something like that. And then after that's a bit of a bonus. I mean, just trying to figure out things to do to stay busy. Actually, still been reading a decent amount. There's that golf simulator in there, which has been fun. We played spike ball a little bit one day. The lounge has been great for guys to hang out, spend a lot of time in there. Obviously, some guys are playing cards. I'm not one of those guys. So just kind of doing that. And then that night, now that the games are going, and I've been watching about 3 games a day. So it's been really good.
While life inside the bubble has gotten smoother for players since their arrival, the same, unfortunately, can't be said about the team's play on the ice against the Islanders. Plagued by penalties, the Panthers struggled to maintain momentum throughout Game 2.
I got it! How about the pass I gave you? Good talk, Boiler, eh? Boiler! Cut middle, cut middle, cut middle. Skate! Skate! Top of our circle shot, he scores! Mike Hoffman from the top of the left circle. And pass to the front of the net, you can sneak through, then Kunoff will relocate it, shot in front, and they score. Matt Martin has tied the game. Yandel straight on at the line, looks over, here's Barkov, left circle shot, he scores! A power play goal, and the Panthers are back on top by a goal. Left circle makes a move in front, one-timer, and they score. Beauvillier let it rip from the high slot.
Despite quickly falling into a tough 2-0 hole after the loss, Panthers captain Alexander Barkov is confident in his team's ability to stage an historic comeback. In NHL history, only one team has ever won a best-of-5 series after going down 2-0.
It wasn't our best, didn't bring our best today. Tomorrow's new chance, we got to win that game. We got to have a mindset that we got to go in that game and put our best game of the series and play smarter than we've been last 2 games.
Just as Barkov had hoped for, the Panthers were at their best in Game 3.
He just said you were battling there, didn't he?
To the line, Yandel, one-timer, Huffman save made Varlamov in front, a shot and they score! A power play goal! Eric Holla has given the Panthers a 1-0 lead.
I didn't see it. Oh, he had him in a headlock.
Oh, he did? Yeah. Fake the shot, one-timer, Hoffman, he scores! Top shelf on the power play! Now Boyle with it, a shot, he scores! And the Panthers lead by a pair. Ryan Boyle cashes in.
Led by another stellar showing from Bobrovsky and a big goal from veteran Brian Boyle, the Panthers managed to keep their season alive as they clawed their way to the franchise's first postseason win since 2016. Following their victory, the team appeared to be rejuvenated. In their minds, the series was far from over.
Yeah, we played hard in a do-or-die situation. We asked a lot of each other today, and we came out with a great outcome. So we're pretty happy and excited to do it all again in 2 days. We're trying not to get too high or too low. Obviously going down 2-0 is heartbreaking at times, but at the end of the day, we're going to take it one game at a time. And like Brian said, control things as much as we can moving forward. That's the only way. Can't really dwell on what happened in those first 2 games. Have to move forward, and we did tonight in a big way.
With the season on the line, the Panthers couldn't have got off to a worse start in Game 4, giving up a pair of goals just over 15 minutes after the puck dropped. But with time winding down in the first period, a power play goal from Mike Hoffman provided the team with a much-needed spark, with plenty of hockey left to play.
Turn the game around. Barkov down low. HUBERDEAU looks across, and they score a power play goal for Mike Hoffman. The Panthers power play cashes in.
Unfortunately, as the game went on, the Islanders regained control, and despite everything they'd done to get back, Florida's season slipped away.
I think the one thing that out of all the games is a very disappointing ending, and you look at the balance of our team and offense, defense. We got to play our team game's got to be more without the puck. We're playing hard. With the puck, we play hard, and that consistency got to be something that we got to look to instill and take pride in not being scored on or not being in your own end. And if we all check together, that's something that we can all improve upon. I mean, I certainly could have made some different moves in the course of the game today. I got to absorb some responsibility. I'm not happy with the way things went there. We got to learn what it takes to be, consistent. And I think that makes a good pro.
It's hard to dissect right now. Obviously, it's a lot of emotions. It's, going into the game feeling really good about where we're at, and then, you got to tip your hat to them. They played really well in their D zone. I think we only had maybe 11 shots after the second, and they were blocking shots. Their goalie played really well, and I think you got to tip your cap to them. But it's obviously disappointing.
It's definitely, it sucks to losing and to end the season like that. But we have a great group of guys, everybody working hard, and everybody get the good experience from it. We have to learn and move on and get better for next season.
Heading home from the bubble much earlier than expected, the Panthers can't hide their disappointment. Although they have plenty of talent, the desire to win, and one of the league's all-time great coaches, something still appears to be missing. After making a run to the Stanley Cup final in 1996, the franchise has yet to win a playoff series since then.
I think the only way is up. We got a good experience in this playoffs. Obviously, not the result we wanted, but we got in these games. Obviously, not the regular playoffs, but qualifications or whatever. Still a playoff game. If you lose, you're out. If you win, you're in. It was good to get those couple of games for our organization and team, and everybody's now more experienced in that type of game. And I think only way is up. We're really excited about the future in our team and organization, and really excited to be a part of it.
After 10 seasons, General Manager Dale Talon and the organization have agreed to mutually part ways, a move that is expected to impact both the team's play and culture. Already working the phone lines, Panthers president and CEO Matt Caldwell is leaving no stone unturned in the franchise's exciting and vast search for Talon's successor.
Yeah, that's been exciting. It's as rough of a season it's been, as rough of a year it's been for everyone, and the playoff tournament did not go well. These decisions are never taken lightly, but to come into this week and to see the amount of interest in the job has been truly exhilarating and gratifying. So we're interviewing folks anywhere from really experienced people that have done it before to kind of up-and-coming, rock star assistant GM types. So we're excited about the crop of people we're talking to and can't wait to get going.
Heading into next season, the Panthers will certainly look different than they do now. The goal, however, will remain the same.
Yeah, winning's everything. We do a lot of things in the community. I think we do great things for our employees. We put on a great show, concerts, excitement at the games. Those are all ancillary to winning and trying to bring a Stanley Cup to South Florida. Once winning happens, all those things will be more exposed and kind of showcased more to our great community that we live in. So yeah, nothing can be more paramount than winning, finding the right leader to get us there and taking this next big step.